to Gothic Coffee. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I see the greenest grass in the middle of the stream, while the wind blows across my eyes, while the bird flies so high, drops a pebble in my eye, while two couples fall in love, while one dies, while the other cries, and hopes to God that she never dies. As I give a rose to her, I say goodbye. Yes, poetry, poetry. People have different brains, and we're all thinking different things, how to live and how to get to one area to the next. And we use our brain to build a relationship. We use our brain to build a house. We use our brains to build a family. But also we use our brains to destroy, to slander, to cause pain. And we use our brain to find out if there's any life in your heart or in your soul. So you cry out to Jesus or God or Allah or Mecca, because when there is nobody there to talk to you, that's when your brain starts motivating, going quickly and quickly and quickly. You are in a meditating stage, but you are thinking. So many thoughts are running into your head. So many thoughts. And you look at everybody. When you're at a store, I'm sitting down in the store, pretending that I'm sleeping. And you see so many people look at you in a different way, like this, or like this, or like this. But as I'm pretending to sleep, this lady comes up into a word and says, "My son likes your hair." I do not say nothing. I am pretending to sleep. And then she comes up to me. "My son wants to talk to you." Ha! I do not want to talk to your son. So I move very quickly, like the wind, like thunder, following my intuition, following the wind, following the clouds. I move like the wind. My intuition says, red, 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 get up, run. And so I do. And so as I was at the store sleeping for a half an hour, waiting for my friend to come to pick me up, I have all these groceries in a carton, all these thoughts running to my head as I'm meditating. People think that I'm sleeping. So they come up to you. They come up to you, and you realize they're very shady. Half of the people in the store are very shady. You are sleeping. You have your sunglasses on, and other people are slandering you, or trying to get your goats, or trying to have them, they're trying to have you talk to them. See, I'm not a person that goes up to a person and talks to a person. They come up to me. But you have a right to not talk. You have a right to say, excuse me, I don't want to talk to you. You have a right to say, I am leaving. I do not know you. But when your intuition goes to red, that's when you want to run. You're listening to Gothic Coffee. Listening to Gothic Coffee. So follow your intuition. You know, if you are sitting at a park meditating and many of thoughts are going through your head, you know, you're reading the newspaper. What I mean as you're reading the newspaper, you're reading all the thoughts in your head. You're just reading, relaxing, and meditating. Closing your eyes, keep one eye open. Put your sunglasses on and read the newspaper. And that is called the sunshine effect. The sunshine effect. And most people cannot do it. Most people can. Gothic people do it. Some Gothic people do it. They sit there with their sunglasses on and they act like they're sleeping. And you see many of people go up to that person and start talking and they don't say nothing. And why should you say anything? Why should you say anything? Because you have a right to not to say nothing. You have a right to not to respond. You have a right to become the ice cream cone, nice and frozen, with many of thoughts as you're meditating. But there are many of people that has different faces, and you want to put up a wall. And if you don't put up the wall, then you mind will fall. If you don't put up a wall, put up a barrier around your body. Now, see, some people, they want to come up to you, but then they can't because they're too scared, or they can't because you put up that barrier. Because the reason why you put up the barrier is because you're reading the newspaper. You're listening to Gothic Coffee. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Those who are in Japan, Tokyo, and the Holy Land, have a good night.